Hello, friends. We are live.
Hi.
We have some special guests today. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Ramona. I'm Eloise, and that is
Who am I? I'm your mom.
is Mommy. And
Is that the lady who just wandered into the frame with you?
Mama.
And my little friend made us dress in matching denim dresses.
You guys look fantastic.
Thank you. All right.
What do you think of those dresses?
Well, Eloise found out I'm making chocolate chip cookies today. And
That sounds delicious.
one of our favorite things that we make together.
We already have a question from the audience. And
Wow,
the
I didn't
question
know we
is-
had an audience member. Who?
this one. Well, audience slash
Participant?
participant. And she wants to know, are we making chocolate chip cookies too? No.
No.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, love. If I could get these to you, I would, because I don't need all of them.
We're just gonna watch for now. We'll make something later.
Now I am
Okay.
making another BA recipe.
That's a go-to. I mean, I like loyalty. I prefer that you make only my recipes and have loyalty to ends and stems, but fine.
You know what? Last time I checked, you do not have a chocolate chip cookie recipe.
I guess we've never had this conversation. You're seeing other people. It's fine.
Yeah.
It,
Occasionally. I mean, this is just like my dirty little secret. BA.
Okay. All right.
But I made this probably for the first time like a year and a half ago. They're definitely the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever made. I even made some and gave them to Mary Jo and her family.
Ooh, professional baker there.
Professional baker over there. And she and the entire family agreed they were right up there. High praise.
So I like this recipe because it doesn't require a mixer, which I have a mixer. It sits on my countertop. There was no reason I shouldn't use my mixer, but for some reason, the idea of just being able to make chocolate chip cookies in a bowl is really great. It's why I like brownies sometimes.
Yeah. Because then
So
you don't
I've never seen this happen. I'm very intrigued.
So one of the things that's different about this recipe, I am going to go ahead and start my pan, is that you have brown butter and you put this in it.
Ooh.
So that's it's already melted. That's when you add your sugar. So instead of normally when you would beat it to kind of cream the butter, you don't have to do that. And it's going to look really grainy when I do it at first, but then you add the egg and it gets nice.
Okay. All right. I'm into it. My favorite brownie recipe has brown butter, but then you actually do have to transfer it to the mixer. So it's like a sort of a high maintenance brownie, but oh boy, they're good.
Is that?
Yeah, it's really good. Okay.
Okay.
We can't see your pan though.
I'll show it when it starts doing something good. You want to see my?
Ooh, yes. Very good.
Okay.
What do you think, Eloise? You're going to stand back for this part?
What?
Eloise, you're going to stand back for this part, honey?
Yeah, you got to stand back because it's going to be hot and it's going to get foamy.
Over here.
Okay, you might have to step back a little bit more than that. So we're doing a whole stick of butter in here.
Okay.
And then there will be more.
I sign off on that.
So this makes a really, what?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scoot right here, love. I don't want to, she knows her,
That's right.
angle there.
Hit that mark.
This makes a big kind of somewhat flat. It's not going to be a puffy cookie, a flatter cookie.
Okay.
With crispy edges and a chewy center,
Perfect.
which
Sorry.
I'm happy about.
My mom always used to make flat chocolate chip cookies that had really golden, caramelized edges. So I kind of like that.
Me too. And it's funny because when I was researching this recipe, they actually have a video of the guy who created it. He said he tested it more than 30 times. And he said chocolate chip cookies is one of those hard things because people have such an emotional attachment to what they like in a cookie.
Right.
Everyone has a type they like.
Yep.
So he said, but most people, what they wanted was that crispy edge, chewy middle.
Okay.
Not chewy, but like a nice kind of textury chew to it.
I'd love to hear from people what your favorite type of chocolate chip cookie is. So let me know. And did you ever make the cookie, the one that broke the internet, the Allison Roman?
Oh, you mean the shortbread with the chocolate?
Yeah.
I did it
chocolate
very
chip cookie.
and gave me Yeah. And they
So
were good.
those, I've made those a couple times. I think they're really interesting because they are kind of shortbread and they don't have an egg in it. But if you told me you were making me chocolate chip cookies and then you gave me one of those, I would sort of be like, oh,
Right.
okay.
Agreed.
But if you told me you were giving me delicious homemade cookies and you gave me one of those, I would be psyched because they're super, super delicious. But I just think it's taking the creative license a little too far and messing with, like you said, something that's really emotional. You tell me you're going to give me a chocolate chip cookie. You know, that's not what I want you to give me.
Right. There's also another cookie where if you watch the video, it's on the link in the actual BA recipe. For this
Which
cookie.
we linked.
Okay. And there's a video at the bottom with the guy who created this one. And there's another cookie, which I don't know if you heard about it, probably about a year ago came out. And it's chocolate chip cookie, but you put bits of toffee in it.
Ooh.
And this is like a chocolate chip cookie that broke the internet too. It was like one of those everybody was making, posting. Mary Jo made a version of it. I think she didn't have the exact right toffee.
Okay.
We both thought it was okay.
Yeah.
We did not feel very passionate about it. Okay, so
I like the idea of toffee in it. But I would want like Heath bars in it or something.
yeah, it had like Keith bar stuff in it.
Ooh,
This
look,
is going to foam
I can move back.
and then go brown.
you can either stay or you can go.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it
I can see.
into
Yeah, this will be later.
another bowl.
Love it.
But you can see it starting to foam.
We have a comment from our one of our best viewers.
Oh, guess who just commented?
Ramona's grandpa likes
Coach.
all types of chocolate chip cookies.
Ramona,
You remember Poppy and Coach from the summer?
what did it say?
It says that Coach likes all chocolate chip cookies.
And I happen to know also that they agree with me on those Allison Roman cookies. They're so super good, but you have to
They are
warn
really good.
people. It's not like a Toll House cookie. You can't catch people unexpected with that. But that recipe is so good. We've all made it a bunch, and it is really easy to pull together. But I like this one because it's in a bowl.
I
So,
think Patty made those last summer when we were there.
yeah, she did. I think she was the one who
Really good. They went in like no time at all.
she's a trendsetter.
Hear that glorious sizzling? We're gonna be getting some.
I can't see it. So how do you tell when your brown butter is ready?
When I have little bits of golden flecks in it.
Okay, when it's brown.
Yeah.
Because it can go really fast. Right?
Yeah. You tell me. How do you know when your butter is brown?
It's like slow, and then all of a sudden it's brown. And then if you don't get it off quickly,
I'm gonna when we get to the other part.
they would like to have some chocolate chip cookie, please. You guys are gonna have to make some care packages and mail these out to us.
And you know, I'm only making half. I'm freezing the other half.
Oh, that's a great idea. I always do that. Otherwise, it's just me eating them. I feel like my kids are young enough. I sort of have a responsibility not to let them binge eat like 10 cookies yet. So I always have to freeze half.
Yeah. I find that I made this full batch last time, and they make cookies, honest to God, this big. They're huge.
We have some questions about your wardrobe. Are you wearing a shirt or jacket? Is it a dress?
Dress. Let me.
Okay. A cooking fashion influencer.
I'm wearing.
Beard dress. That's cute. I do like that.
It's free, people. I don't know if it's still available, but check it out. I got it in January, actually.
And if you buy it because of this, we definitely don't get any money. So
Yeah, and this
Free
is
people does.
bought in Switzerland, and it's a hand-me-down. I bought it actually for when we lived there. Ooh, it's getting brown. Don't look away for a second, folks.
See, that's what I'm saying.
When we lived in Switzerland, I bought it for Violet, and we got it back as a hand-me-down from them.
All right, let us see your butter. You can't see anything but your.
I'm about to take it off, but can you see the brown bits there? You see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's starting to look good. I bet it smells delicious.
Oh, yeah.
So we have viewers who are in their pajamas and think you look bomb, which I think is amazing. You know, I'm definitely doing the talk show host where I look good on top and sort of have pajamas on the bottom, and definitely slippers because that's what I like.
Okay, I'm going to put it into this bowl. Stand back, baby doll. Scoot back, please. Okay.
So, hey, Eloise, I have a question for you. Do you like to eat the chocolate chip cookie dough before it's baked?
Like, do you like to lick the spoony?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like load the spoon up and just eat the cookie dough,
Oh yeah.
right?
What, as the chef, what are they telling you now? Raw egg, this and that. What are your thoughts, Chef Aru?
I can't even deal with people who say you can't eat raw cookie dough. If you don't eat the raw cookie dough or you think you're going to get sick from that, you're just not my people. I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, I wouldn't serve raw cookie dough to a lot of people, but if you're telling me that you're in your house making cookies or cake or whatever, and you're not
a right of childhood to eat the spoon when you make cookies. Okay, so
I just don't
I have to say,
that said, in like a professional capacity, I would certainly not like make raw cookie dough and then serve it to a wide number of people. But I've also eaten so much of that, and I don't really think that that's when the sad part about our food system is that the reason you're most likely to get sick now is because of how food is processed. So all of the salmonella outbreaks and things that we've had have come from produce. It's always the lettuce and the tomatoes and the jalapenos because of the way we mass produce, pick, and then get food through like giant food facilities. That's why people are getting sick. It's not coming from raw cookie dough, but I did notice like a warning label on my flour recently that said flour is a raw product. You should cook this before eating. And so two sides for sure. The professional food service opinion is no, I would not serve that to people. And then the behind closed doors, if you're my friend coming over your house and we're making cookies, I'm definitely going to eat like a full cookie worth without cooking it. And I'm not going to worry about it. So I don't know. It's a little bit. I think what's really interesting right now is what we're seeing about the.
Wait. I have to interrupt you here because so I melted the butter, but what I have to do is add another half stick to this melted butter.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. He says, test it first. If it foams, don't do it. Wait. Okay. Wait till it's not foaming but melting. He said foaming adds more moisture, and you don't want to do that. So I put one in. It's foaming. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is put my flour, which is 1.5 cups of flour.
You put what in? You put like just a little tester bubble to see if
he said break it up. Yeah, and I put a little tester bit in. Okay. It foamed like crazy, so I'm just going to give it a minute or two.
So, I mean, we couldn't make this up, folks, but I feel like in every episode we've talked about butter and what butter is made of and how it's made out of water and the solids. And the solids are the bits that brown and the water is the bit that foams and then it lets off steam and then that's what makes things rise. And it would make it more liquidy because it's letting out the steam.
Yeah.
So trying that's come up like every time.
I mean, butter's good. I like to make sure you're cooking with it. The other thing I wanted to say is they specially request diamond crystal salt.
The best.
I usually only use this since I've been like cooking more with actual chef recipes.
That one.
People out there that know that that's like the salt that people talk about. They even give you other ratios if you use a different one, but like Samin Nosrat was the one who when I
That's the one.
Yeah.
My local store sometimes doesn't have that one and they only have the like Morton's brand kosher salt. And then if I have to buy it because I don't have time to go to another store and I know I'm going to end up with this huge box of inferior salt that I'm going to have to get through and it's going to take me a while, it's seriously such a bummer.
Yeah.
The Diamond Crystal, that box is everything. That's the best salt. I love it.
Okay.
That would be, I would vote for them.
Okay, it is no longer foaming. Great.
So we're stirring it in. Eloise, what are you stirring over there, bud?
That's the flour.
Like the flour, baking soda, and
salt.
Correct.
And we're just gonna, very carefully, you don't want it to come out. We're just gonna whisk that together in that little tiny bowl.
That is nice, careful stirring.
But yeah, make sure it doesn't go everywhere.
Do you like baking with your mom?
Yeah.
No.
What happened to our other little chef?
We lost her. She got bored. She realized that we were only watching you guys make cookies and she wasn't
not going to get to taste the cookies.
all that licking the batter talk was really not that exciting when there's no batter to be had around here.
I mean, that really makes sense. I don't
I
blame
tried to tell her on an apple and she left.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
I don't blame her.
So we were walking through our neighborhood the other day and just yesterday, I don't know, it's such a blur. And there was this tiny little wheelbarrow and it was filled with teeny tiny little lemons and this handmade sign that said, please take some lemons.
Oh,
so we carried home like 8 little teeny tiny lemons and made some delicious lemonade yesterday. So it wasn't a baking project, but it's a really fun cooking project. And it was perfect for, like the preschool, early elementary school age. Cause you can make, we had simple syrup, just water and sugar, let that cool down. And then she liked hers topped with bubbly water. So we did a little bit of regular water and a little bit of bubbly water.
Whoa, so fancy.
It was a fun little project. Sometimes I've had it and we can like crush berries in it, which is really fun for them too, because you can use the muddler and like some raspberries and lemonade.
Awesome. Eloise's school, when she's in school, every Friday they do a little cooking put together type thing. It's like her favorite thing, right? On Fridays, you do that.
We have a comment from a special guest. Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. Uncle Dennis is on there. You want to say hi, Uncle Dennis?
Hi.
He approves of your stirring, E. He says you're doing a great job.
You reading that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
She
She was trying to figure out what it said.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a flick of the what?
Flick. Too funny.
Okay, so this is what my butter looks like now that I've added the other butter in.
Okay.
Okay, it's all melted.
Look, did you see how close I got? I'm like,
Don't bump your head on the screen.
give me cookies.
Okay. So we got that all done. 1 minute, add the other butter. Once the butter's melted. Okay, we're gonna add both our sugars to this bowl now. So I have a cup of dark brown sugar.
Look how nicely molded. That looks like kinetic sand or something in there.
It does. It said packed, so
Yeah. You're a rule follower.
I am 100% a rule follower.
Right.
Okay, wait a second. There's rules are for our benefit, guys.
I mean, for baking, like it's one of the reasons I always say that I like cooking better because you don't have to be as strict about the rules. And
For baking, I've made mistakes.
baking there's a lot more science to it, so you can really mess things up. It's probably why I'm not a good baker. I mean, I'm a rule follower too, a little bit, but for some reason in recipes, I don't know, I get lazy. Baking always wants you to weigh things out.
So they actually, when I was watching that video for this, they did not put weights originally, and they had tons of people pissed
They
off.
wanted weights? Snob.
So instead, they went back and added all the grams and everything for people who are like,
I mean, I get it. Bakers, like good bakers, are
I know
passionate.
where you go weight your stuff, and I don't even have a scale. So
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm an occasional baker. I'm a COVID baker. When trapped in the house, I will bake, apparently. Other than that, it's unlikely. Okay, added my sugar, both the brown and the white. And this is what it looks like with the butter. So it's not melted, but we'll add eggs now.
Can I smell it?
You can smell it, my love.
Have you had any trouble finding flour? Because people keep saying how everybody
It's out, but I bought some, a couple, when I found it, I bought 2 bags of it. And I'm not like baking weekly loaves of bread, so
It's so funny. Like, could you have predicted
1 egg and 2 yolks.
Okay.
What should I do with the rest of my
I was
egg
just
white?
going to ask you.
Which I saved because I'm here with ends and stems. So what do I do?
I was going to ask. This is a good question. I actually should add this somewhere else. So I think the easiest thing to do with it is if you guys eat scrambled eggs. I know Matt makes an omelet sometimes. Just add it the next time you make an omelet or a scrambled egg mix. Once they're cracked, they're probably good in the fridge for like 4 or 5 days. So just add it. You're hardly going to notice it whether you add, and I would say the same as the opposite. If you were making something that used whites and you have a yolk left over, just add it to the whatever scrambled egg mix for next time.
How long do you think that will keep in the fridge? Like I have a lid that I can put on it. It's like airtight.
I think like 4 or 5 days, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we used it this weekend and eggs.
Yeah.
And the lovely Mother's Day breakfast these guys make me.
Yeah. If you make a frittata, truly anything that like with whisked eggs. And this is again why I'm saying like savory cooking is a little bit easier than baking because you can just toss that in and it's not really going to make that much of a difference. If you were trying to make something like a pudding or a custard or something, you need like a really specific fat content and you wouldn't be able to do that. But for just a scramble, you're good to go.
Okay.
Or a frittata. That's what I would do with it because especially because you only have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you were making, let's say you made like a giant pavlova or something that required 10 egg whites and you had 10 yolks left over.
I have never made a pavlova and I probably couldn't even tell you what it looks like.
It's like a giant meringue.
Ugh, I hate meringue.
What?
Yeah, terrible.
So good. So I guess
now that I've added the eggs, you can see it's a lot smoother and delicious looking.
So I guess my second recommendation for leftover egg whites, which was going to be to make meringues, is not going to be.
Vanilla.
You're not going to do it?
Keep stirring. I am not making.
Do you know also my chicken parmesan recipe that you love?
Yes.
And it calls for eggs as part of the breading.
Yeah.
You can just use the whites for that.
Oh, okay.
And you could
That's
just
my most favorite thing.
if it were the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do that. If you were deciding to like bake a pie next and you needed to like brush an egg wash, you could use that. You could but you can also freeze them.
Okay.
But then you have to remember they're in the freezer and then hopefully unfreeze them and use them. So you still need to use them up at some point. So
I'm gonna put this in this big bowl now.
what are you guys doing?
Big bowl to begin with. I
Oh,
know.
did you have to go to school today?
I have my own little, like,
Wait, what'd you ask out?
Did you have to do any school today?
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I did it all in the morning.
You did in the
Got
morning.
an early start today.
What kind of stuff did you do today?
So I did my phonics.
You had a spelling test.
I had a spelling test.
Okay. How do you feel about spelling? Your mom doesn't like spelling very much.
It's not that I don't like it. I'm just not good at it. I'd like to say that Apple ruined me for spelling. All I have to do is sound it out phonetically and it pops up the right spelling.
But it ruined you when you were like 33 when it started happening?
I think that I got dumber.
Oh, okay.
I think my spelling was better.
That's just
20
because
years
you
ago.
peaked and now you're on the decline.
Yeah, it's
You're out of practice.
okay. I'm putting my dry ingredients in with the butter sugar situation.
Could you put this on here?
Okay. Yeah, move where he is so we can see you.
I'm gonna jump in.
Okay, you jump in and are you holding it?
Yeah.
Okay, jump in.
Okay.
There we go.
All at once?
All at once.
Okay.
I'm going crazy here. We are going to just fold that in
Let's
with
see.
a spatula.
Ooh. Now's when it starts to taste good. Right?
I mean, we hope. Ooh. Ooh.
So the thing I was going to say before that I'm sort of following and think is really interesting is if there are going to be meat shortages because of hotspots at the processing facilities and how that makes you feel. Are you eating less meat? Are you worried about meat? Are you doing anything different? How
Yeah, we don't cook much meat. In January, we did the whole month no meat. So ever since then, we ate some meat when we went to Japan. So we did it until we went to Tokyo. And then after that, we really just sort of maybe once or twice a week. Or like we eat out
I
sometimes.
didn't realize that you stuck to that. Yeah.
So, and you know, like you said before, I'm not a big chicken fan, except for the chicken parm.
Right.
But it's not that hard. I like a lot of the vegetarian stuff anyway. Like I'm happy to.
Yeah. Dennis votes for the meat. He's not worried about it.
He says what?
He says eat the meat, cook the meat.
Oh yeah. Well,
Which
we do, but
Yeah, to be honest, I'm actually not really worried about catching anything from
Oh, I'm not worried about catching.
you either. I think it's interesting to see what is showing up in the market, what's not showing up, and you know,
Okay, I'm putting in the chocolate. Now I want to show you what we're using.
yep. Okay. I've never,
It said to use bittersweet, but they didn't have bittersweet. And we are using
I know it's hard, but
bars. And then you
I've never
chop
seen
them up. You chop them up instead of chips. It gives the cookie a sort of more modern look in a cookie. It's less, Toll House and more like, look at this hipster cookie I bought.
yeah, definitely. Are you gonna put sea salt on it before you bake it? That's
I'm not. Because
like
I put salt in it, and Eloise really does not like salt on top of her cookies.
got it.
She gets very angry. You know me, I love salt in all things, so it's very challenging not to.
You can do a little half and half.
It's true. But I feel like we need to figure out which one.
I like chocolate a lot. I mean, I would say I'm definitely a big fan of chocolate, but I sort of love chocolate chip cookies that don't have any chocolate chips in them. Anyone else? Is that weird?
Chocolate chip cookies that don't have chocolate in them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Is that weird?
That was a thing.
I always make one cookie from the batter before I put in the chips.
I feel like I need to
Oh,
do this.
interesting.
Just on the side, just the one, because it's all vanilla-y and brown sugary, and sometimes I just don't want the chocolate to get in the way of that.
No, you're not taking that whole. Look at, she's literally scooping it out.
For a lick?
Okay, there you go. That's what you get. Take that.
Yeah, I'd go. That was a small amount. Uh-oh. We have company.
Sounds like things are getting exciting over there.
Things are getting exciting.
Okay, so I have cookie sheet lined with parchment paper.
Okay.
Like I said, these cookies be large. He said also, like, if it's still need a little.
Do you have a scooper?
What?
You have a cookie scoop?
Yeah.
I'm so impressed.
How am I going to get the nice little round shape?
I don't know.
These are the things I feel like one must buy if you're going to be making these cookies.
I'm impressed.
It's worth it.
Good for you. Professional over there.
I gave you the spatula to lick when I
My
still.
guest is back.
What?
My guest is back.
Hey! Look, there's a person there. I gotta wash this now. Can you say hi to Ramona while I wash this?
Their cookies are done, and they're about to scoop them onto the tray. Guess what Eloise just got to do?
What?
Lick the batter. Yum.
One of your favorite things to do, Ramona? Yes.
And
Yeah.
Ramona, what do you think about chocolate chips?
That was good. Yes.
Delicious. More chips or less chips? Which do you like better?
More chips.
More chips? All right.
I
Seems
like my
reasonable.
chips too.
Okay, so I have my scoop.
Wouldn't want more chips.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to stagger these a bit because
Ooh.
I think.
Should we bake something this weekend?
Uh-huh.
What should we bake?
Brownie.
Brownies? Okay. It's been a little while since we made brownies. I have to go to the store. I feel like I haven't been to the store in a long time. I've been getting deliveries and I have to actually go, I think.
sometimes it's like you just have to.
We've really reached our limit for the cupboards being bare because we have no coffee.
Ooh,
So
dangerous.
you know where your limit lies. Do you have one thing that makes you think we literally can't get through a day and we have to go to the store immediately?
One thing, we have to go to the store. Usually it involves something for Miss Eloise, like one of her many snacks that we run out of or something. She's very into these snack packs. They're sort of like nicer versions of Lunchables, where it comes with like almonds, salami, cheese.
Salami.
Favorite part,
Okay.
dark chocolate. There's a little pocket of dark
Okay.
chocolate. So she is all about those.
Lava.
So when we run out of those, we all panic.
Okay. Very good. Oh.
So I put 2, 4, 6, 8 on here.
Okay, because they're really big. Yep.
They're really big. I don't know if I really spread them perfectly, but we're gonna hope this
Do you
is.
put them immediately into the
And then
oven? Or
I put them immediately into the oven.
okay.
second. I need you to scoot back, love. Leave that alone for 1 minute. We're going to save the rest of that so that we can have cookies another time.
Yay!
Yeah.
And I want
So you could either bake them all and then freeze them, or you can freeze the dough and then bake it the second time. So you're a dough.
I'm going to freeze the dough, but what I was thinking about is making the balls
Yeah.
and then freezing them in like a container.
Yep.
So that way I can just take out like 2 balls and cook them if I want to.
Mhm.
So those go in for
That's
8 minutes.
a
Hey
good
Google. Hey Google, set the timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, and that's starting now.
It's starting now.
8 minutes doesn't seem like very long.
8 to 10 minutes. That's what the man says.
All
He
right.
does say in the video you could let this rest for 10 minutes on the counter.
Okay.
Something to do with like the flour and the stuff and the thing. I don't know. Watch the video. It's very like bakery scientific.
Yeah.
But
It gives the
we're
liquid,
going to do that because we are on a time situation here.
it gives the liquid time to fully soak into the flour, which like changes the texture of them a little bit. Which is why some people are really adamant about putting it in the refrigerator or
Yeah.
letting it out.
And they said, like, if it seems too loose, it's spreading too much, you can put it in the fridge for, a half hour, take it out. It'll help with the spread. But for the most part, these are going to spread. I mean,
That was a really easy chocolate chip cookie, I think. And I don't know why I have this in my brain that like using my mixer is this whole big thing. Like I have it on the countertop. It's really not that big of a deal. But for some reason, like the idea of using it is always just like, oh, we're going to do that now. But just whipping them up in a bowl, even browning the butter doesn't bother me. I'm going to definitely do this recipe.
it's so fast, especially when you're not explaining every step. It goes even faster.
Yeah. I like
Eloise disappeared. I don't know why.
No. She's
But
gone. I lost
she'll be
mine
back
too.
when the cookies come out.
I lost mine too. She disappeared.
Well, I mean, I don't blame Ramona. When there's no cookie to eat, it's like torture watching someone else make them.
It's pretty boring. Yeah. We've totally fallen off the like educational connecting. I completely forgot she was supposed to have a meeting on Tuesday and I woke up and it was Wednesday. I was like, whoops, we didn't even sign in, which is sad because the teachers are trying really hard to connect and they're great and lovely and we miss them so much, but she just isn't driving it or asking for it. And it's like torture to get her to sit there. So
Yeah.
we haven't been pushing it very much.
So Eloise has morning meeting every day at 9 a.m. and she gets to connect with her class. It's usually like 15 minutes and they do something different. Like today was crazy sock day. Every Friday they have a thing.
Okay.
And
Right.
then-
I remember hair day last time, right?
Yeah. But then during the week, they usually do like a directed draw or a scavenger hunt, find
Okay.
something with the letter M or things like that. And I think that's one of her highlights is to see her peeps, because otherwise it's just me saying, like, time to do math.
Yeah. When does school end?
June 5th. I'll be doing this for another month.
Yeah.
You want to scoot up? Eloise is
Yes.
a little concerned that she is not getting enough camera time.
Well, Eloise, do you want to tell us your favorite thing to bake or your favorite ingredient to cook? Or do you want to take any questions from the audience? What can we help you? What do you want to tell us?
Do you want to take some questions?
Yeah.
I don't know that we have any questions, but
America,
I will.
questions.
I can plant a question.
We can have Allie ask more questions. What should I put these in?
Okay. Okay. Eloise, question from the audience. What is your favorite thing to eat?
That we make or that we eat out?
The question poster didn't specify, but I'm gonna say, what's your favorite savory food that you could eat out or make? It doesn't matter.
Like salty food, not a dessert food.
Parmesan.
Chicken parmesan?
Chicken
You know
parm.
what recipe that is?
Do you know the chef who wrote that recipe or anything? I mean,
Sure do.
yeah. Okay, I hear you. That's good.
Right. One of Miss Weezy's favorite things that she asks for on repeat.
I'm gonna interpret this as a question, and the question is, what is your favorite emoji?
Do you even know what an emoji is?
Yeah.
Okay,
A
so sorry.
heart emoji.
The heart emoji.
Heart emoji. I think
They're a lot of fun.
I like hard eyes too. We have a question. What is the hardest part about caring for a pug puppy?
Everything.
Everything.
That seems about accurate. He goes between being insane
Okay.
and like the most lovable lump of fluff ever. Like,
Okay.
just
What does he do? He runs around in circles or
run around in circles. He gets like a rope toy. He's already destroyed like one rope toy and one shoe toy. He's a
is
pup.
he even bigger than the rope toy?
I would say they're about the same size.
So cute.
But he's, you know, he likes to think he's ferocious.
So sweet.
Okay, so this is how I'm doing my cookies.
Yeah. That's great. That's really smart. If you don't have that much space for them, you can do them on like a baking sheet or something. Put them in the freezer for about an hour, and then
My
they can
freezer will not fit.
Are
me.
they
go in there.
Are the cookies done yet?
They're not done yet, hon.
Well, Eloise, we have a complicated question for you. I can paraphrase on what is your financial theory? Do you like to when somebody gives you money in a card, do you save it? Do you like to buy something right away?
I like to save it for something that I really, really, really wanted to.
And what is it that you really want that you've been asking for? A Fitbit.
A Fitbit.
Apparently, did someone at school have a Fitbit? Is that where
Tess
this came
and
from?
Maddie.
Tess
They're
and
my
Maddie
best
have
friends,
Fitbits.
and I want one.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have one, so I'm upset.
You want to count how many steps you're doing or your heart rate or what?
Mm-hmm.
You want to count your steps, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. I'm impressed.
I think it's done.
It will hear the thing when it's done. You want to turn on the light and take a look? How do they look? Oh, even when I spread them out.
I bet they smell so good. So what should I cook next week? Did I have anything
I can
I
smell
don't know if I have anything on the list.
it.
Need some I need some ideas. You know what I also need are questions from people to put on my Facebook group. I was answering a question a day, and I have a list of like 40 questions, but I'm getting to the bottom of the barrel of real life questions. So I need some real questions from some real folks about cooking, shopping, whatever comes up. Maybe I can take Dennis's real question here. Fractional reserve financial system in place around the world.
Wait, we're going to talk about financial systems?
Yeah, that was the question from the audience for Eloise. I paraphrased it to ask if she liked to save money or spend it right away.
Okay. That's great. I don't know that she's too well versed in the world economy.
In preschool, I mean, she was just in Japan, but you know, you never know. What are you doing over there? Cleaning up? We can't see you.
Oh, so sorry. I'm scooping more cookies, guys. I'm scooping more cookies.
How many cookies did this make?
You know what? I didn't count. I made these a little bit smaller, the scooper. Sometimes I use like the overflowing scooper.
Made 8 so far.
I think it's supposed to make like,
That's as much as we made so far.
I forget. Let me see. Oh, that's it.
Thank you.
All right. That was fast.
Hey, Google, stop.
Let's see. Let's see.
Almost. I think it's ready.
No, they need another minute or two.
Yeah.
So one of my friends in San Francisco has a company called City Gal Bakes, and she's starting to do like a series of icing sugar cookies on her Instagram stories.
Ooh.
This is like better than meditation. She starts with a shape and then just fills it in with color.
When I watch people do that, it is mesmerizing.
Oh, I keep writing to her and I'm like, give us more. And she's afraid that's not lining up right or whatnot. And I keep promising her that people will love it and want to watch. So I keep meditating by watching them. It's like my favorite thing to watch ever.
Yeah, very zen. So the cookies right now, they were spread out, but they did not have the golden edges yet.
Okay. So you got to keep going.
So it says between 8 to 10 minutes.
We're
Okay.
getting the gold.
So it might be closer to the 10-minute side.
And Mama, what some of them are touching and they're about to make bigger.
I know some of them touched. I tried to spread them out.
Actually, no, one that you did spread out.
I have a critic here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a critic.
You're not?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's okay to be a little bit of a critic.
It's okay.
I think we need a critic.
It's okay. Tell me how it is, girl.
As long as it's constructive criticism, you know, and we still think she did a great job making the cookies. Right, Eloise?
Mhm.
She can't stop staring at them in the oven.
Yeah, I don't blame her. We'd like to see some of this golden cookie footage too.
Oh, man. So they're getting nice and cracked on top.
Yum. One of my favorite things to do with chocolate chip cookies recently has been to do a mix of dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate.
I think we should take
I
it out.
hate white chocolate.
Yeah, but it's good. I don't know. White chocolate. It's
It's like a raisin. It ruins things.
Mama,
no, it's good. It's sugar and creamy and delicious.
No.
It's,
I think we really should. They're about to touch and make like one.
You
giant-
just want these cookies out.
No, it's about they're about to touch and make one.
That's
giant-
okay if they're touching. There's not when they cool, it'll all be fine. I promise you.
can you describe the
Stand up here and talk to the peeps.
Eloise, can you describe the aroma in your house? How does it smell with the cookies baking in the oven?
How does it smell?
Mm.
I think
She's overcome.
I can
Should
smell
lay
it.
down.
you can't smell the cookies. You're crazy, girl. I bet you Papa can smell them in the office. I can smell them, and they smell heavenly.
Yes, we have a follow-up question about your outfits. Yes, they do.
Oh, Emily did not, she must not have been on earlier.
We're wearing matching denim jumpers.
Let's do another fashion show for them.
It's not a jumper; it's a matching denim dress. They are matching.
You back here.
It's a little dark.
Oh, sorry. We'll go this way.
Ah, that's better. Yes, mother-daughter denim dresses. Because how else do you make chocolate chip cookies?
Eloise requested that we both wear our denim dresses. It's one of the only things we have that's remotely matching.
What? You
Nope.
don't have a flipping shirt?
A what?
A flipping shirt with sequins?
Is there a flipping shirt with sequins?
You don't
I
know?
think it's getting thin.
Oh, you
Mama,
asked if I had
Mama,
one of those.
Mommy, it's getting thin. It's getting thin.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. That's
no,
great
it
news.
looks like it's about to fall apart.
Do you see the concern on this face? Okay.
Well, I'm concerned too.
Oh yeah, these are heavenly now.
It is, the denim. Wait, where'd you say you got your denim?
3 people.
3 people.
Could I have my own?
3 people. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh man, those look really good.
I want to just dip my face in them.
Eloise just wants to dip her face in them.
It was a pun. Mother denim. It's
Oh,
mother
yeah.
daughter
Love
denim.
it. I do have some mother denim though.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I have a pair of jeans. They're great. Oh, and Emily and I have face masks from Mother Denim. They
All
make
right,
some.
let's do this one more time. Let's get this golden cookie on there.
Okay. Hold on.
Eloise, I see the one you were referring to that was touching, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, we did our best, folks.
Gals, those look amazing. I mean, it's not that I didn't expect them to look amazing, but it looked really good.
Guess what we're gonna be having?
Very
Eloise,
good.
you have a chocolate chip cookie. We have to let them cool though, folks. We're not gonna take a bite for you on camera. Just trust us that it's delicious.
I'm really jealous. Now I might have to make some of those.
I will say that today's weather in LA was not conducive to baking because
No.
it's a cool 90 degrees here.
I mean, same. It's like 62 here, but sunny and no wind.
Oh,
So
that's like a 90-degree day.
it's like 90. Yeah, Ramona wanted to.
Sunny and no wind.
Well, very good, ladies. That was fun. We're at our mark. And Eloise, thank you for joining us. You did a great job today.
Be safe. Thanks.
Thanks.
I lost my little assistant, but
Yeah, tell Miss Ramona we said bye.
what's that?
Tell Miss Ramona we said goodbye.
We definitely will. And enjoy those cookies. Send us a photo once you get to eat them in a little
I
bit.
will. I'll get a picture of this one eating them.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I don't have to hit anything.
Nope.